tired. Hey, seerasan.
I don't even know where to put it.
Welcome to part 2 of my apartment moving series in Tokyo for the first time as an adult here. I have slowly started bringing stuff to my new place in like batches. Like whenever I have time, I'll just transport it over with public transport, which is a lot of effort. But I've done one big move with a rental car, and I'll do one more big move with another rental car, I think in the next like week or so, because I have so many work trips and I just need to get it done. Good news is the electricity is now on. I didn't have electricity until literally yesterday. Oh yeah, I have water? No, I don't have water yet. I just have electricity. And then on Wednesday, I'm gonna have gas. Oh my God, there's so much to do. Basically in Japan, you have a couple of options. Actually, this is just for Tokyo. Tokyo Gas seems to be the one that most people use, but I was doing a lot of deep dives on the internet and I came across a company that's called like Octopus. I think it's originally from the UK. They were supposedly cheaper and they had English friendly and other language options. So I figured I'm gonna give them a go. I'm gonna do my own thing. They were really easy to set up. I can communicate with them via line. Apparently this Octopus Gas is like a subsidiary of Tokyo Gas. So it is the same gas as Tokyo Gas. But apparently there's a referral code and I figured if you wanna save 8,000 yen and you're moving in Tokyo, you can use my code here and I'll also get 8,000 yen. It's a win-win. Yeah, I'll let you guys know how my experience is so far, but I'm feeling good about it right now. This is what my entryway looks like right now. A lot of boxes. My bathroom is also a chaotic mess. So I just need to have like time set aside where I can unpack. Luckily now I can do that in the evening because before when I'd come here at nighttime, there was no electricity, it was just pitch black. But I think I'm gonna start living once my bed arrives, and I've organized for that to come in a couple of days time. And I have to be here at 8 AM for the delivery as well as the gas. Ganbarimasu. Although it is so hectic, I am now excited to move in. I think originally I was just feeling nervous, and not that I did the wrong thing or made the wrong decision, but I'm actually looking forward to it now and I'm really glad. I just can't wait for it to kind of be over, but this is just the beginning. So right now in my living room, all I have are 2 tripods just hanging out. You can tell I'm a YouTuber because this is like my priority. Oh my God, actually, there's something I need to show you, but I'll show you. I've been getting like slowly some packages delivered, but there's one that I'm so excited because it's gonna be here really soon. The other thing is I'm moving at probably a good time of the year because in Japan, and I think like most countries, they have sales for like mid-year sales, end of year sales, and like moving season sales. So in Japan, it will be April, March when they have the big like move-in sales. But surprisingly, July, June, when I've just started to move in, they have a lot of these sales too. And I'm like, thank God, because I'm buying so much, or I'm going to be buying so much. Like I ordered something on Muji that should be coming. IKEA has some sales, so does Amazon. Amazon has their Prime Day sale. Oh my God. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to spend a lot to just get the basics because right now I just got like personal belongings. I've been sitting on the floor every time I come here or on the kitchen bench because my kitchen bench is very nice. It's actually my favorite place in the house right now to just sit on the bench. What a luxury. I don't need a couch. I've got my kitchen bench. Also, because I didn't have like electricity, I love airing out my apartment. This is something that I've noticed living with a lot of people from overseas. It's a very European thing. And maybe Australian, to like air out your room. And in German, there's even a word called lüften. There's also so many announcements from outside that I can already hear in my apartment. I'm like, oh my God. Downside to airing out your room, you have all these background announcements. Although it's pretty quiet where I am, it's not crazy, hectic, loud. Thank goodness, because that was something I really was careful about when choosing my apartment. I did not want like loud noise from the main road. I don't like that. So anyhow, I kept coming back to the apartment to just like open the windows and let in some fresh air because I don't like when it gets all, I don't know, not stuffy, but like it can start smelling really gross if you don't air your room. Yeah, I love airing. The moment I wake up in the morning, I'm like, air the room, lüften. Even in the winter though, you gotta do your lüften. Germans, comment down below, are you lüften team? Also, something else really random that I don't think I mentioned is that when the cleaners came to clean this whole space, they left this. It's called like santen. Sante, and it smells quite nice. They just left it on the kitchen countertop here to just give the room a nice smell. But I pretty much entered my apartment a day after they cleaned it. That was one thing I was really worried about when moving in, because when I was doing the tour of the apartment, it was kind of dirty. Like, not filthy, but the people who lived here before, I don't think they were super clean people. Like, they did like a decent job. I think I'm like on the spectrum of like, I want it really spotless clean. I'm not like a clean freak per se, but I definitely like wiping down and keeping it super as clean as possible. So now I kind of understand the appeal of having a brand new building like Shinjuku, because no one's lived in it before. It's pristine. Whereas this place, even though they cleaned it and they did a really good job, the professional cleaners, there are still some dirty spots that I'm definitely gonna have to like clean, because there's like, I don't know, like dirt as well as crumbs left in like kind of little crevices. I think the average person probably doesn't care that much, but I do. Oh, that reminds me, this is just a yapping session, by the way. There was another apartment in the same building that I actually took a look at before deciding on this place, because this place wasn't available and I was looking at another room, but it wasn't what I was looking for. I actually looked at several in this building, but yeah, so that other room, oh my God. The moment I stepped in, I had to hold my breath. I was like, what the heck? Like, how are people living like this? It's also low-key such a vibe just sitting on the ground in my new place. I think it's clean enough to sit on the ground, hopefully. I mean, I'm not even wearing slippers or socks inside. Of course, I take my shoes off at the genkan, but I've been to like apartments and viewings and I had socks on and they were filthy white after. Like, you really need to bring slippers if the real estate agent doesn't bring them, because otherwise sometimes like afterwards your socks get so dirty. Apparently there's one more really important thing you gotta do when you move into an apartment. This is my first time doing it. You gotta check that everything is okay, because if there's a hole in the wall or some damage somewhere, you need to report it within, I think, 2 weeks of moving in. I only have a couple more days because it's actually been 2 weeks, even though I've barely been here, to tell them. Also a hole in one of my screen doors, like there's a fly net and it's got a hole, which means bugs will come in. There's also another thing I've noticed. A lot of bugs are just like sitting on the fly nets, like a lot. I did not expect that. So I might have to look up how to not attract so many bugs to my windows. Like, of course I have the fly net, but I don't know. Like every time I open it, I'm like worried so many things are gonna fly in. I need to get like cockroach and bug spray and stuff like that. Yaru koto ippai desu. Oh, I fell into my little fridge space. By the way, yeah, this is where the fridge is gonna go, which I do not yet own, along with many other things. But I think like I can fit a really good fridge in here. That's gonna be a really fun episode. We're gonna go recycle shopping. That's gonna be a whole one. I'm excited. I want a big fridge. I want to cook and I want to like meal prep. I'm tired. One other really important thing I need to figure out ASAP, like stat, is curtains because of privacy. But I've never had to apply and buy curtains before. So yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. Apparently curtains are, number one, expensive, and number two, you gotta be really, really careful with the measurements. I luckily have a lot of closet space, so I'm gonna chuck everything in there once I get a chance. I might need to get like more hangers or storage boxes, because I stored a lot of my stuff in suitcases, but I feel like now I can get like, I don't know, some sort of drawer from Muji. I'm so excited to go to Muji though. I'm gonna take you guys shopping for everything because I need to document this. I'm excited to just look back on this in a couple of months' time, or even a month's time, and see how far we've come, but I am scared because I need to buy so much stuff. Anyway, I'm going to get some work done and come back here in a couple of days' time for the bed that's arriving and the gas, so I'll see you guys then. Bye-bye. Good morning, everyone. Today is the big day. It is currently 7:57 a.m. So between 8 a.m. to midday. I'm gonna have a bunch of deliveries, so I raced over here as soon as I woke up and I'm so tired. I also need to clear this area ASAP because when they bring the bed, yeah, they're not gonna be able to bring it through to the bedroom. So I have technically 3 minutes or less if they come right on 8 a.m. But I feel like deliveries never come right at that first early slot, but knowing my luck, it'll come in like a couple of minutes. So let's move all that stuff. Let me make sure this is on. Okay, I think it's on. Fuck.
I don't even know where to put it. Shit.
I managed to clear all the stuff from the doorway as well as unpack some of it in my bedroom, thank goodness. And I'm just having the coffee that I got right before coming in. I'm gonna film a lot more today, so let me put some makeup on, which is already in my bathroom, thank goodness. I actually brought over my main makeup set before moving out officially. So for the past like couple of weeks, I was doing my makeup without half my products. So blush was just like this eyeshadow that I had that was red. I didn't have a highlighter, so I tried using like sparkly eyeshadow as well. Did not look good, especially because I was filming. I looked back at the footage and I was like, why did I do that? Would have been better without any makeup. So that wasn't the smartest decision. But knowing my luck, maybe they're gonna deliver everything at like 11:50. And so I'll just be sitting here for like 4 hours waiting, but I have so much stuff to do. I have to unbox some stuff that I got. So I'll check back in once my makeup's done. Hi, Seira desu. はい、待ってます。はい、30分後に来るってことですか？わかりました。よろしくお願いします。失礼します。Wow, that was such good service. They called me before coming for the gas. I thought they'd just be ringing the doorbell and being like, we're here, you're not here, bye. That's great. This is Octopus Gas, by the way. So far, so good. The electricity from them has been working great. I don't know if it would be any different with another company, but I'm excited. Woo! Gas, 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 gas! Doing all of this in Japanese has been an experience. Thankfully, my Japanese skills are quite decent, so I could manage. However, I want to share a really great language learning resource with you guys that I did film in my old bedroom, so it does feel nostalgic. One thing I realized when learning Japanese is that my biggest breakthroughs didn't come from textbooks. It usually came from real shows, hearing how people actually talk, and slowly starting to understand conversation without needing subtitles. That's why I was keen to use LingoPie, today's sponsor. What I really like about LingoPie is that it uses the immersion approach. Instead of drilling just random words and phrases, I can use real TV shows, movies, and other content made for native speakers. My favorite feature is the interactive subtitles. If I come across a word or kanji I don't know, I can click on it instantly, see the meaning, and save it to my vocabulary deck for later. You don't lose momentum and can keep watching. For example, I recently watched Tokyo Swindlers on Netflix, a story about real estate scammers that uses a lot of advanced Japanese language. Being able to save unfamiliar words as I watched made it so much easier to follow along and almost made binge watching feel somewhat productive. At least I tell myself that. I also like that every word I save automatically becomes a flashcard, so it feels like I'm studying while watching. LingoPie has more than 3,000 movies and TV shows in 15 languages, but if you want even more, you can connect your Netflix account. There are interactive subtitles, so if you're also interested in learning Japanese or any of the 15 languages that LingoPie offers, check them out using the link below and get 73% off yearly plans and a 7-day free trial. Whether you're just starting out or you're a more advanced learner, LingoPie meets you where you are. All right, back to the video. I realized I made one crucial mistake. Today, I did not bring a box cutter. So I'm gonna try and open some of my packages with keys. So while I'm waiting for the delivery, let's unbox this thing I got from Muji. The first of many to come. Oh, the keys? Surprisingly a good option. Yay! My first big adult purchase. A ladder. Was wondering whether or not to get this. It was on sale on Muji. It was like $30 off. Amazon also had really expensive ladders. So the reason I got this is because I can't reach my aircon unit and the lights. So using this ladder, I should be able to like reach things. Yay! I feel like this will come in handy a lot. Hopefully. I was wondering, like, is 2 steps tall enough? Will I be able to reach things? But I feel like the ceilings and what I need to reach isn't that high. Oh yeah, this is awesome. I love it. Yay, ladder. I don't have any furniture to sit on yet, so this will do for the meantime. By the way, today is the very first clear weather day I've had since visiting the apartment. And there's fluffy white summer clouds. Let's go! Natsu! Natsu already. Once you start moving stuff, it gets hot. I have one more thing to unbox that I'm so excited to! It didn't actually come in this box, but it looks better in it. And I had something else in that. Yes, it's Pokemon related. Da, 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 da. This is for my new apartment because I wanted this the moment it dropped earlier in the year. I couldn't get my hands on it and then they restocked it. Yay! This is the 30th anniversary Pikachu. So cute. They originally released this 30 years ago and it's a remake of the exact same Pikachu plush. It's so big. I saw photos of this online when it first came out, like Pikachu in the kotatsu, Pikachu in the hallway, and he's just kind of like creeping there. When I moved into my last apartment, I bought a Shiba Inu plush, which I sleep with, and now this Pikachu is gonna carry on the tradition. Yay! Look how big it is, it's massive. It's bigger than my head. But we're gonna take a lot of photos with him just like creeping in my apartment. Kawaii! When I was a kid, I actually had one of the OG Pikachu, a little tiny one. Pulled a drawstring and then it would kind of like buzz, vibrate, and I brought that with me everywhere. I had my name like engraved into it, so in case I lost it, my mum could get it back for me. So yeah, reunited in my new apartment. Okay, just as I was testing out the bath, the gas guy, I guess, is here, so let's go do that. He's coming. Konnichiwa. This is my first time organizing for someone to do gas, and he's just doing it outside my door. Interesting. I had no idea that was where you could access gas. That's great though. One thing checked off. Now I just gotta wait for my bed. Hi. Done! I have my gas. That was really great. The staff member, super friendly. I figured out why my washlet didn't turn on. Stupid me, the plug wasn't in the wall. Well, now I know, and also now my hot water comes out for the bath. I can cook. I don't know if this was like optional or not, but I was like, just do it, it's 400 yen. A device here that in case there's a gas leak or I think a fire, so that's some sort of safety measure. He installed it and said if I move out, I need to let them know. But other than that, we are all good. Also, it was Tokyo Gas that came. He was asking me if I want to pay at the convenience store or with a credit card. I'm pretty sure it's just all through my online Octopus account. He's like, oh yeah, you're Octopus. So if you're an Octopus customer, it's a lot easier. And he's like, yeah, I really recommend it. There's no difference. So woohoo, Octopus. I don't know how much different it's gonna be, but seems good. And he gave it the thumbs up. So I trust the Tokyo Gas man. He also gave me a couple of printouts. Japan loves its sheets and pieces of paper. So I guess I've got to store this somewhere as well as like a little receipt. I think I'm gonna need to get like a folder for all my apartment stuff because I can see this piling up already. I just got a couple more deliveries, some from Amazon, another one from my bed. Like I've got it in separate parts coming, but the main delivery, they actually called me and said, we're coming in 20 minutes. Is that a Japanese thing, or are they all like on it? That's incredible that they give you a heads up. I mean, they don't want you to miss it, but I'm just like not leaving my apartment until it's here. Because once that's here, I'm free. My mattresses all arrived. Thankfully, when they delivered it, there were two men, and one of them was like a young guy who looked really hip, he looked really fashionable. He rallied for me because the main guy pulling in the delivery, because these are massive, these are heavy as, he was like, oh, we can only put it in the doorway. And I was like, my room is literally next to the doorway, please bring it in. I can't carry this, it's so heavy. And the young guy was like, yeah, let's do it for her. And he was like, we can't do that. And then he just started doing it anyway. I was like, bless you, you're the best delivery guy ever. So thankfully they carried the 3 of these in, and I'm gonna go get some lunch because I'm hungry. And then I'll put my bed together. Okay, I just got back from lunch and eating. I picked up basics, paper towels, Glad wrap, Ziploc bags, as well as wipes. I'm planning to wipe down all the like filthy spots. Also, I didn't realize how dirty the floors must be because my feet look awful. Yeah, it must not be super clean, which is annoying. I might just quickly hop in the bath and clean my feet. When I was at the chemist, there were so many different bug type sprays and like cleaning materials that I've never had to properly buy before. So I need to look into which ones are best and try and get some more while there's the Amazon Prime Day sale because they're a lot cheaper online. So much to do. It's only like the beginning and I'm exhausted already. I don't know how people move frequently. I also made the biggest mistake. I bought a pack of antibacterial wipes, but this was for a bottle where you replace the inside. I'm sure so many people make the same mistake as me, like when you're buying new stuff. And if I don't put it in some sort of storage unit, it's gonna go dry. So I guess I'm gonna do a lot of wiping today. 70 wipes, let's go. Filthy. It's 1 o'clock. I think I've been at it for more than 5 hours now. I'm exhausted. I'm ready for a nap, but I don't have a bed to nap on, so I gotta build the bed. I'm gonna go get a coffee and then it's gonna be time to make my bed. An annoying thing about this place is they said there was free Wi-Fi and I assumed, I guess there technically is, but I need a router and I don't have one. I got one from somebody, but then I'm missing a cable. So I really want to test out and make sure the internet's working, but I just haven't got around to it. Just back from the convenience store. This is just a really random fact, but I purposely go to Lawson now, even if it's a bit out of the way, because the coffee there is made with real milk. It's the Yotsuba milk, which is kind of expensive if you buy it yourself. Whereas when I was at 7-Eleven, I got addicted to the milk tea that they started selling, and I started having it like several times a day. But one time I accidentally got the iced tea, added in milk. Turns out it wasn't real milk, it's cream. And so then I was like, wait, is the coffee the same? I asked the staff and they said it was cream they put in their coffees, which I was expecting it was real milk. So now I only get coffee from Lawson, unless that's false information. I also freaking love Lawson because they sell Muji products. That's where I got my tape measure the other day, and they came in clutch again. Look at this. I got a box cutter. Da, 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 da. So now I don't have to use my keys to open all of the boxes, because even though it was effective, not reliable and convenient long term. So this was like, I don't know, $2 or $3. I almost picked one up at the 100 yen store, but I was like, no, I should check at Lawson. Good shout. It's even made in Japan. Dang, it's a nice box cutter. I also came to understand one other thing. This ladder is now my desk. So I can open my laptop and work from here. It's kind of the perfect height as well. I need to get internet, I need to call the water company today. I also really want a bath mat, because I was thinking to shower here, but then I was like, oh, I'm gonna get the floor really wet and that's a bit slippery here without your feet dry. And then I need curtains. Oh my God, guys, there's so much to do. How has everyone done this in their life? This is so overwhelming. Oh. While I'm set up at my new work desk, makeshift desk, I'm gonna buy those bug repellents for the balcony, the amido, which is, amido is like the fly screen, because there are so many bugs. That is also a priority. So Amazon, let's go. Okay. Hello, it's another day. I got a letter saying that we should all close our curtains because there has to be a better way of measuring this. I don't feel like I'm doing. An air fryer.